It was a dark and moonless night when they found it, an old, rusted car abandoned deep within the woods. Its once shiny black paint had dulled to a sinister shade, marred with deep scratches, as though it had fought its way out of something, or into it. Nobody in the small town of Graywood remembered when it had appeared there, but everyone knew to stay away. The stories varied. Some claimed it was cursed, others said it was haunted by the souls of its victims. But what was undeniable was the sense of dread that clung to the car, like an invisible fog that suffocated anyone who came too close. Tommy, an amateur filmmaker with a love for the paranormal, had heard the rumors. For years he had scoured local legends for a story worthy of his next project. When he stumbled across an old forum post detailing the evil car of Graywood, he knew he had found his subject. Ignoring the warnings and dismissing the stories as overblown small-town folklore, he rallied his friends for a late-night investigation. The plan was simple: film the car, poke around for clues about its origins, and maybe stage a few creepy shots to spice up the story. Tommy's crew consisted of his best friend Alex, their tech-savvy buddy Mia, and Tommy's younger sister Lily. Armed with cameras, flashlights, and an abundance of misplaced confidence, they set off into the woods, oblivious to the nightmare waiting for them. The group arrived at the clearing just past midnight. The car sat in the center, its silhouette illuminated by their flashlight beams. It was a 1967 Cadillac DeVille, its design an eerie blend of elegance and menace. The shattered windshield glinted like jagged teeth, and the twisted front grille seemed to sneer at them. "Creepy," Lily muttered, hugging herself as she stepped closer. "Perfect," Tommy whispered, already imagining the dramatic opening shot of his film. "Mia, set up the lights. Alex, get the drone ready. Lily, start rolling B-roll footage." As they worked, an unsettling silence enveloped the clearing. No chirping crickets, no rustling leaves, just the faint creak of the car's suspension as though it were breathing. Mia noticed it first. "Hey, guys," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "Is it just me? Or does it feel like this place is alive? You've been watching too many horror movies," Alex teased, though he too felt the prickle of unease creeping up his spine. Ignoring their growing discomfort, Tommy approached the car. His flashlight beam swept over the hood, revealing deep gouges and what appeared to be handprints scorched into the metal. "Whoa," he breathed, reaching out to touch the surface. The instant his fingers brushed the hood, a sharp jolt shot up his arm and he stumbled back, clutching his hand. "What happened?" Lily rushed to his side. "Static shock," Tommy said, though the pain lingered longer than it should have. "Weird. Let's just film and get out of here," Mia suggested, her voice tinged with unease. As the cameras rolled, the car seemed to change. Shadows twisted unnaturally across its surface, forming shapes that vanished the moment anyone tried to focus on them. The air grew colder, and a faint humming sound emanated from the car, like a low growl. "Did you hear that?" Alex asked, his eyes darting around the clearing. "It's probably the wind," Tommy said, though his voice lacked conviction. But it wasn't the wind. The sound grew louder, morphing into a mechanical whine that set their teeth on edge. Without warning, the car's headlights flickered to life, casting an eerie yellow glow that bathed the clearing in an unnatural light. "It's just the battery kicking in," Tommy said, though he knew that was impossible. A car abandoned for decades shouldn't have a working battery, let alone functioning lights. "We need to leave," Lily said, backing away. "This isn't right." "We can't leave now," Tommy argued. "This is gold. Think of the views, the subscribers." His words were cut off by a deafening roar as the car's engine sputtered to life. The group froze, their eyes widening in disbelief as the vehicle lurched forward, its wheels grinding against the dirt. No one was in the driver's seat. Panic set in as the car surged toward them. The group scattered, their screams echoing through the woods. Tommy and Lily sprinted in one direction, while Alex and Mia veered off another way. The car pursued them relentlessly, its engine howling like a predator on the hunt. Tommy and Lily stumbled over roots and rocks, the car's headlights casting ominous beams that danced between the trees. "This can't be happening," Lily cried, her breath coming in ragged gasps. "Keep running!" Tommy shouted, though he too was on the verge of collapse. Meanwhile, Alex and Mia found themselves cornered by a steep ravine. The car appeared out of the shadows, its headlights dimming and brightening like a pair of malicious eyes. Desperate, Alex grabbed a large branch and swung it at the car, but the wood shattered on impact, leaving the vehicle unharmed. "What do we do?" Mia whispered, tears streaming down her face. Before Alex could answer, the car surged forward, forcing them to jump into the ravine. They landed with a bone-jarring thud, but were alive. Above them, the car revved its engine menacingly before retreating into the darkness. Reuniting hours later, the group was battered, bruised, and terrified. They decided to return to town and call the authorities, but as they reached the edge of the woods, they found the car waiting for them, its headlights off, like a predator lying in wait. "It's not letting us leave," Mia whispered, her voice trembling. "It's just a car," Tommy insisted, though even he didn't believe his own words. "We can outsmart it." They devised a plan to distract the car while one of them ran for help. Alex volunteered, sprinting toward the road while the others drew the car's attention. The vehicle roared to life, chasing after Alex with terrifying speed. Just as it seemed he would escape, the car veered sharply, cutting him off and sending him tumbling to the ground. It loomed over him, its engine rumbling like a growl, before reversing and disappearing into the woods. With no other options, the group decided to confront the car. They armed themselves with whatever they could find: rocks, metal rods, and a can of gasoline. Returning to the clearing, they found the car parked where they had first seen it, as though it had been waiting for them. "This ends now," Tommy said, his voice shaking. They attacked the car, smashing its windows and slashing its tires, but it seemed impervious to their efforts. The car responded with terrifying fury, its engine roaring as it came to life once more. It chased them through the woods, its headlights flickering like a demonic heartbeat. Desperate, Mia doused the car with gasoline and lit a match. The flames engulfed the vehicle, illuminating the forest in an infernal glow. For a moment, it seemed they had won. But then the car emerged from the flames, its charred exterior glowing red-hot, and its headlights burning brighter than ever. One by one, the group was forced to flee, leaving the cursed vehicle behind. Days later, Tommy uploaded the footage they had captured to his channel, Dine with Demon. The video went viral, drawing millions of views and countless comments from people debating whether it was real or staged. But Tommy and his friends knew the truth. The evil car was out there, waiting for its next victims. As the video ended, Tommy's voiceover urged viewers, "If you enjoyed this story and want to see more chilling tales, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dine with Demon. Remember, some legends are real, and some horrors can find you when you least expect it."